I'm a master troll. Let me do my pregame stretch. Ugh. No, I'm just kidding. You know who you are. I critique stuff, okay? This is going to be very constructive. It's going to be harsh, but it's going to teach you. Because what I'm seeing is mini session and photography tips and tricks. So I'm here to give you some tips and tricks. Okay. Disclaimer. This is satire. I'm a troll. I'm going to say right up front. I'm not a professional, although I do make money and I do a lot of shoots. But I consider myself in the photography world a noob, okay? And before everyone comments, your work sucks, and this and that, and who are you to talk and judge? Alright, cool. Yes, my work sucks. It's terrible. It's horrible work. You know. That's it. Let's go. Alright. I'm just gonna scroll down. I want to give you some constructive criticism. Okay. So the issue with this shot is, I'll be nice. Let me say the positive stuff first. Nice looking family. Cool looking kids. Sorry, I don't know the family. The poses could have definitely been worked on. So you know what? Instead of actually going into the personal things about the people in the shots, let me just go based on the actual photography aspect. Alright. There's no depth of field. Everything is just one-dimensional. Number 2. See these shoes? I don't. I could see hers, even though most of her shoes are in the shot. It's still cut. See the bottom? So work on your compositions. Work on your angles. So the pose could have been really touched up. It kind of looks like someone implanted their own kids here. And not their kids. Put the hands on the kids' shoulders, or have the kids in your lap. Also, it's okay to not have the full blanket in the shot. I get it for those lines, but make them straight. Make the line straight. It's at a little bit of a Dutch angle, just a little bit. You can kind of tell based on the horizon line of the water line. The colors are not correct. The white balance. Too much magenta in their skin. And you should have used a reflector if you're not going to use a flash. Alright, next picture. And I'm not going to go through every single picture every single person uploaded. See, this is just a variation. It's kind of like you just said, okay, let's just change the pose but keep the same. Nah, move that entire blanket somewhere else. Move it somewhere else. See the little shade that's casted on his forehead? And then just the overall foliage is very distracting. It's pretty much you exposed for the ambient light. And then you kind of brought them up while editing. You could definitely see it. Just the lack of flattering shadows, lack of details. It's just not good. Get a flash. This is probably the best shot out of all of them because it's framed much nicer than everything, but still, seeing the grass under the rug, should have pushed it down or changed angle a little bit. Overall, it is an amateur. This is definitely an amateur group. Okay, let's scroll. Cool, working from home today. A friend's little one is turning 1. Hooray. I always ask parents to bring props because it adds up so quickly and I don't have the space to store them. Do you guys do this? Okay, you have like a nice little home studio. It looks clean. Got your camera right there. It's definitely a Canon something. Looks like it has like a 51.8 on there or something though. Overall, clean. Okay, Ashley Barkley. This could have just been the way it was uploaded. For one, it's definitely at a Dutch angle. You know, it's definitely this way. It's fallen. Um, Overall, the quality is just very low. Definitely would have used 1 or 2 flashes on them to help separate the background. Again, probably just the way it's uploaded. It's, the quality is just very low. Okay. I'm not even gonna rate the actual setups, although I kind of did with this, just to say, you know, it's cool you have a home studio. This is just showing your setup. Cool. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Okay, done a mini Christmas session with my kiddos. I love the dark look. I can respect this because at least you are doing it with people that aren't expecting to pay you. You're learning. That's cool. Overall low quality. It's probably the way it was uploaded. I don't know. The lighting on her face, it's okay. It's just hard to really rate this one because it just looks so low res. Very low res. White balance is off completely. So work on your white balance. This looks like a composite. It's definitely a composite. Yeah, you see? Tiny. So they just composited that. It's a cool composite. Yeah, look at the book with the... Yeah, obviously. It's cool. I can't... For a composite, nothing wrong with the shot. Quality, it just... The lighting, the lighting casted on the left compared to the right. It's uneven lighting. It's a nice scene, but again, I don't understand how these people are uploading, unless they're deliberately uploading it in low res so people won't steal their photos, which people ain't gonna do that anyway. Okay, the balloons being cut, I do not like. The pose, it's not even the pose, it's the angle of the pose. You know, you can see right up her skirt, basically. The balloons being cut, it's okay that they're cut, but add a third balloon, like on the right side, so because it's kind of uneven. Addie, shut my door, please. Thank you. I don't know why whenever I click a photo, it just shrinks me back up. So this is more of like just a banner. Now booking. It's cute. It's cute. I'm a beginner and I use my best friend to take these shots. And it's the same girl, so I like how she's just trying to just get better. I'm gonna open it as a new tab. I don't understand, like... Let me I have to see something if it's the browser doing that. Let me look at like one of my it's actually a really cool shot. Wow, I like that. That's awesome. It's like a painting. You know, let's see. So that looks good. Yeah. That looks great. I'm just gonna look at a few more to see if it's my browser doing that. See, I was at 100%. Well, can I get an actual shot? Let's see this one. Yeah, so it's fine. It's not my browser. I'm like, why are these all look terrible? Yeah, see, that looks fine. Obviously, the one on the right I'm gonna like better. Because this is overexposed. It's just too, like, I like the contrast. That's another tip. Don't have your colors like that. Have the contrast. So yeah, you could just see right off the bat, there's just issues. See, like, these are terrible shots. Like, they're great snapshots, they're great memories. But it's terrible. It's terrible. See the blur in the hand, like, see the hair, like, what's in focus? I get triggered really quickly. Let me see this. This might be promising. There's too much foot room at the bottom. Too much foot room. And then just that, like, there's no sky, it's just like bright. It's not a good shot at all. And then the watermark right in the middle, like, what do you, no one's gonna steal that, I promise you. Is she even wearing pants? Okay. I'm not in the boudoir at all. I keep everything Christian-like in my photography, so I'm not really gonna rate it like that. But it's actually for window light. No, see, okay, it's all style based, but I don't like just where there's just like a lack of something in the frame. Like this white negative space is just for the fact that it's window light, and this person, Skylar, whatever, didn't use a flash. I'm sure the person that got this shot likes it, but it's just there's a lot of issues with it as far as just simply just using a flash. Just use a flash. Much better. Again, I would have definitely used flash. What is this? Okay, cool, my sister. No, like everything's too even. It's too one-dimensional because of the lack of flash. All right, that's enough of that. No, it's at a Dutch angle. Again, no sky. I mean, they're kids, so it's not always easy to get a nice expression. I mean, the face is okay, but like those hands, like, no. This Jade Beck was struggling. Much better expression. I like the colors. The skin looks pretty accurate. But the overexposed little flowers on top, because these are just all natural light shooters. Still, like you gotta work on your angles. Like that's still shifted to the right a little bit. All of them, like just shift it to the left a little. It's probably the best shot I've seen on here so far. And okay, that fooled me a little bit, just a little. The sky replacement, but you can see the chewed up edges around the edges of the foliage. Not really my style of photography, but it's an okay shot. I would definitely have bumped some contrast into this. I like the pose, sort of. I wish she was looking back, but I really hate this vignette. You could see it's a vignette. Like, if you could see it, you can see how black this cloud is up here. That's the vignette. It's not good. Not good. See, these, like, I didn't even see these before. Honestly, I didn't even see them. This is bad. Like, this is bad. Bad. It's so bad. Like, it's just bad. Now, if you want, okay, sorry, let me add some feedback besides just saying bad. The quality just isn't good. Use better equipment. I mean, that's literally all I could say. Like, something about the settings. Are you shooting in auto? I'm afraid to ask. It's just not flattering at all. I wasn't even scared of the kids eating like that. It's that harsh flash. A few ways you could tell it's harsh. Number one, the light spill. The light spill is matching the wall just like it is this kid. See that? Number two, the light spill on these balloons. You can just see it's just harsh. Everything is just one-dimensional. Very harsh. Yes, like my critique, very harsh. But I think this lighting's harsher. I like the composition. I don't mind that even the part of his hair / head's cut. I like that his hands are in. But it's just that flash. It's using two lights. It's just not balanced properly. There's no shadow. The actual piece of bread or whatever that is. Yeah, that's the issue. It's so overexposed. I can't even tell. Is that a donut? Like, this is awesome. 80% awesome. Because now I see this. Like, because if you compare these two, bam. I love the background. I love the depth of field. The blur, obviously. The donuts being out of focus. I love this expression. I like this shot a lot. The issue is the right side of her face and part of her arm. The flash was a little bit too warm, but I like this. I really like this shot. I like it. Better, but that flash is still, and the reason why I say better is because it's really adding more depth to that background a bit. Yeah, all this stuff around her face. It's saved by the fact that she has that apron with the donuts. It's saved. And that is a very cute outfit. It's very adorable. The headdress on top thing exposed really well. I like the colors. Dude, donut grow up. See that, like, this is phenomenal. Like, I don't even know why this person would have. This should be 2 different posts. Period. Matter of fact, no, I lied. This shouldn't even be in this post. This shouldn't be 2 different posts. It should be just these couple shots. Period. Period. Okay. Gotta look. Because it's just one shot I'm gonna look at. Better lighting, but no, still issues. Has anyone done a family 10 before? Can I see some inspiration? It's gotta be the way it's uploaded. But if you're gonna put people in different levels, you really have to make sure your aperture is very narrow. Or do like stacked focus. But not just that. They don't have to move, but move yourself to where the gentleman in the chair is in the middle of the group on the left and the middle. So the 2 groups basically. And then have it so the woman in the chair is, but basically the people in the middle and the back are being blocked. That is unprofessional. Unprofessional. And it's like this one is a different example. I would have moved her right in the center, even if they had to be split up just a little bit. But overall, the shot's bad, like the quality and everything. Now this, you can. I like the lines. I like how the bushes are lined to make them more 3D, but the lack of sky, just 1 or 2 flashes, camera left, camera right, pff, maybe a rim light somewhere, maybe not. You don't even need the rim light. It's just not good. Okay. I gotta close some of these too, by the way, because it's this shot. It's definitely natural light. You can just tell. Just looking, yeah, you could just tell. It's too cluttered at the bottom. Really much too cluttered with all this foliage and everything. But also, I wouldn't have held it up like this, like she's wielding a sword. I would have had it down at an angle, or possibly even like much further down, like flat by her knees. But it kind of is hitting her face. It's just no. Or honestly, just in the ear. Oh no, that's too big for in the ear. That would just look weird. Or just not even have it at all. Not good. Okay, let's see these. Let me close this. Close, 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 close. You cut off her arm on the right. You should have just backed up a bit or zoomed, depending on which type of lens you were using. No. No. Oh, look at that harsh sun. And if you think I'm being mean, I'm holding back like crazy. It doesn't work because of all this nasty foliage in the back. Should have had them much further away to really blur it. And number 2, just the angle, you can kind of tell it's starting to like go downhill into like some water or something. It's just it's not the best like angle. I still like those shots. Do you see like the harsh shadow like on, and you got to be careful with white because light will just absorb right into it. Their head should have been closer. The pose is off. It's just blurred up. It's just weird. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. I don't. Oh my goodness. No. No. No, that's a really bad pose. That's a really bad pose. If anything, she could have just rested her head on her hands on the side there, and then you could have gotten a little closer just to be like more like. It's just weird. No. Thank you. Very amateur. And it's okay to be amateur. I'm still an amateur. It's just. There's just certain roles that shouldn't be broken. Like her arm being cut off that far down or at all. And okay, why even post this if you have this? And her leg being cut. You have too much headspace. Please don't mess up when I hit the X there. You know what? I like this freaking shot. I love her expression. It's an action shot. I wish there was like... I wish he was jumping. Yeah, it's just little stuff, but it really makes sense to me. Like his mouth being... Like, but I like the shot. I like it. I like the rendering of the bokeh. I like the colors. I love the contrast between... Mainly his clothing. I kind of wish he was wearing yellow pants too. But I like it. And actually, see, like, he actually looks like he's much taller than in this shot. It's not bad either, but it's definitely a Dutch angle. That's a Dutch angle too. It needs to be to the left a little bit. But overall, these are okay. Camera you shooting with, yeah. 6D. For a 6D, that's crazy. If I just skip over, it's because I really don't have anything to say, because I really don't like it. Is this the same girl? Yeah, it is. The colors are terrible. That's the best shot out there in here. Just the color was just off. You just don't understand. That's what you call a snapshot, where you don't think about what you're shooting, you're just shooting. Okay. It's got it. Yeah, it has to be the way it's uploaded. These people like export it like 3 out of 12. His eyes are shut there. Don't, and the foot's cut. Why are all the eyes shut? My gosh. They just posted this. They like repost. It's too tight. It's too tight. And honestly, their expression's fine. If the photographer would have just waited for this obvious yawn to just stop, it would have been much better. See, you shot at an incorrect aperture. You focused on him, and she was kind of arched forward a bit, as you can tell, because her hand, so that like this line here is in focus, but her just simply being up. Should have had her back up a little bit, or you should have just narrowed the aperture more. Personally, she doesn't even look that comfortable anyway, so I had her up with him. So the pose is wrong. Colors, there's some chromatic aberration around the tree over here. Just certain things. I just want to look through all of them before I... Okay, so these two... You need a reflector, or like you should have moved things down a bit because the light. Like, these two girls have great like shadow and placement and exposure. But then this girl, her head's overexposed, the strange lighting on her face. So I still prefer this shot over this shot. Also, this is kind of a Dutch angle too. You really have to be careful with your lines. Like really. I already seen those. Seen that. People like this. Okay. No, there's no fixing this. You have to do a reshoot. This is a tough one as you have tree shadows on there. Yeah, it's just not, it's pointless. It's just not a good shot to begin with. The colors are bad. But you cut the hands off. It's like a inverted grain. It's like there's so much light, but you had too much ISO or it's just so much grain. Can anyone help me out for fixing the shadow / lighting and color tones in this picture? We did the majority. Should just put we did majority. We did the majority of their shoot in a trail, but they wanted some waterfall pictures too. And the sun's position was very unideal for these pictures and very hard to work with. I can't seem to get this to look right. Any tips? Just get tough crap. There you go. They really wanted it. But at the same time, you probably could have changed angles a little bit because the waterfall is still there, but if you would have moved, it would have still been there too, just at a different angle. They don't have to be directly behind it. It could be at the side. It's basically over for that shot. Okay, wait, let me get the story, please. Okay, I just started actually getting serious with photography. Okay, I have always played around, but here is a few I did the other day. My biggest challenge is when people wearing glasses with glare, only using the manual settings, but I am trying. Get a mirrorless camera. Stop with these DSLRs. You know, you can't see the picture in the viewfinder for one. So bright light is going to be really hard to see. Number two, the LCD screen lags and it's kind of slow and just weird. These are just iPhone shots, like. And if she's looking into it, you could just tell her eyes, you know, even with sunglasses, a lot of them have protective UV and stuff. These are terrible. Whoa, that reflection. What I would have done though is I would have flipped the shot upside down. Like seriously, I would have flipped this shot upside down and gave it to her like that. Because what's sad is the reflection is in focus, but the actual top isn't. So when I first seen it, my face went up. If you flip it, it would just magically fix the shot. For the simple fact that your eye is going to be more drawn to the top. And it's interesting because like the baby is like the reflection's looking at the camera, but the actual baby isn't. It's very interesting. But I think that would literally just fix the shot for just flipping it. Just the lighting, overexposed. I guarantee she shot this with a Canon. So no dynamic range there. Just, I would have had the mother's face closer to the baby. You know, and these are the, like, right when I joined this group, I seen these and I thought this was like waiting for you, like, thanks for joining the group. That's what I thought these shots were. And then it clicked. Okay, I see what's going on here. Amateurs. Blurry. Dutch angle. It's a cute shot, but it's hard to explain. It's not like, it's something you would see in like a children's like Christmas, like something from like 1989 or something in a photo album. It's not modern at all. Okay, let's see. It should just say winter mini set because it doesn't really look Christmassy. What's more Christmassy in this whole entire thing is the color selection for the actual flyer. But the shots themselves that are used to showcase the specific event that she's doing, it just more or less screams winter, not Christmas. Matter of fact, this kid's wearing a blue, like, just bad. A bad choice of colors. Like, you know which kid mother prefers. Blur. Okay, and somebody just, I'm done looking at these. Somebody just commented on my shot. What does that mean? Like, something cool? This is my shot. Love this shot. I composed it well. I said, you know what? Take your arms out from the jacket and just let it just rest on you. And we'll do a cool pose to show off your jewelry a bit. I even was like, hey mom, her mom, hold my 8200 little light and just stand there like this. And then from camera right, boom, got her this nice little glow on her hair. And then I had my Explorer 600 just be more off to like the left of that. Still camera right, but more on left. And my buddy, holding my light stand. I got in position. Shot. This is what we got. 43 likes on that one. Same shot. And then where's my other one? We'll see it. 51, and I just posted them yesterday. Whatever. And then this shot. Just a one light setup. Because I always carry my 8200 with me, but I never use it really. Because it's just more convenient for me to just use one light on a stand rather than setting up two. But it would have been cool to do like the same thing, have like a rim light on her hair on this side. Would have been really cool. But overall, I love this shot. One of my favorite portraits I've ever shot. This lipstick isn't even lipstick. It's just, that's Photoshop right there. All the makeup. Photoshop 2021 is amazing. But overall, like, the rule of thirds is pretty on point. Her being in the center, but a little bit off to the right, just a hair. But overall, I like it. I mean, obviously I took it, but there's stuff I shot in the past that I can just, fairly say I don't like anymore, or what was I thinking? But yeah, overall, already 32 minutes in. Holy crap. Which hard drive space? Yeah, it's about to get full anyway. I got to delete some stuff real quick. Okay. 1 second. Come on. Delete. If I delete these, then I'll be good. Hard drive. Cool. Some space left. This group is actually really cool. They know what they're doing. The issue here is this rim light back here. I don't know why he wouldn't just crop that out, or you can honestly clone that out pretty simply. But it's cool. Yeah, I don't do provocative poses, as I already stated before. There's certain things I don't do. But even here, like, it kind of works. I don't understand the story behind it. 1300D, I think that's what, 60 Mark II, I think. And, because different parts of the world, they just name the cameras differently. With the 51.82, this is a really good shot. Natural light too. Yep. It's basic, but it's cool. Here's my shot again. Although this group is far superior as far as shots that are good, these shots are bad. I'm so scared to look up. What is going on? What am I even looking at? Just whatever you do not look at the camera. But then this one, no, way too harsh. Look at that shadow. Way too harsh. Her back should have been where that shadow was, just resting on it. It is overly saturated. It's scary. But yeah, there's a shot again. I really like it. I wish her hand was on her elbow here instead of hiding it like that. Like, she's trying to hide something. I wish it was a little bit tighter with less of the foliage on the left. But overall, good quality. in natural light. See, I wouldn't have guessed that, to be honest. It looks like that was just like a hair light right there. But yeah, it's really cool. Really, really good. It's just hard because of this being cut here. Like I said at the beginning, I'm a harsh critic. I like the skin touching. It's retouching. It's a little bit on the clarity side, but I like her eyes. Very attractive. Really good shot. Really good. I wish there was a sky here, but I like this shot. It's really good. I like the bokeh. I like the pose. I wish her hand wasn't being covered as much. These are huge. Holy crap. It's similar. It's also at a Dutch angle. See, the angle here is, to me, perfect. It's on point. This one, it's just shifted to the right a little bit. And I don't like sitting in the same spot for too long. I would have definitely censored the nipples. But, you know, obviously your eyes are going to go there. But as far as, like, trying to zoom, because it would have been a cool crop from, like, here up. That's stupid. Like, what was the point? Why even, like, that's stupid. It's just something about the color balance and the lack of sky here. It doesn't work for me. I mean, she's attractive, but it's just there's not enough contrast either. My man right here, Mr. Maurice, who's looking at this, maybe. Like, I like these leaves. I like people that do different things. So it's cool how there's like two different color, like, eyeshadow. We already spoke about how this client likes more natural shots. I like the pose. The only thing I could say, and don't hate me for it, just the lack of balance on the light on her face. Like, with her finger there, it's like light on this side, dark on this side. But overall, it's a cute shot. That, at first I thought it was like, I ain't gonna do it, but it's these fingers, not, yeah. At first glance, I just wish her eyes were a little bit like more open. They're a little bit too shut. And then this is my favorite pose out of these shots. Just looking to see before I continue. Yeah, I like the framing. A little shadow on the right's a little harsh. But yeah, overall, these are really cool. And he just joined too, and they're showing him some love, so that's awesome. I wish our foot wasn't cut. Overexposed on her arm, shoulder, elbow. I would have edited this a lot different. I don't like all these things sticking up out, just distracting. Much better. But again, I like flash. I like where you can get the ambient light, you know? Not enough contrast there. Overexposed. What's up, Addie? Yay. Nice. So with this shot, I mean, let's be real. Where does your eyes go at first when you look at this shot? Right at the bottom. But there's two reasons for that. Obviously, you know, men are programmed to, you know, that's all I gotta say about that. And number two, it's the exposure is a lot higher. You can tell by her hair too, it's coming from the left. It's just too dark. Natural light also by accident. I was in crop mode, says I would have put natural light ... and then also by accident. But yeah, and if you're shooting natural light, it's just the, like, have her head the other way so her face would be in, you know, in the light. These are just, I don't even know what this is. It's just bad. Weird, like, what are they in Fairy Island with those colors? Too overexposed. That Dutch angle, are they standing like this? Are they... I'm about to be done with this video. It's really long. Really, really long. She just looks scared. Like, ugh. She just looks scared. And then the lighting is too harsh. It's just too harsh. I was never a fan of like this Day of the Dead kind of stuff or whatever. Never a fan of Sugar Skulls. That's cool. That's freaking cool. But what kills it, see, it's always a gimmick. What kills it is above our hat, you could see the roll from the backdrop. It's like, kills it. But I like her hand in focus here, how the guitar goes out of focus, and then how like she just looks sharp. But I also wish there was light in her eyes. It's just too dark. Do a few more. Too much grain. Way too much grain. Also, looks like she's falling with the earth. Attractive model, leggings, you know. Again, I don't do stuff like this, but it's still just the color balance. Just, guys, you guys got to learn how to expose properly. And that's a cute idea. Having that's pretty cool. Honestly, you should have put that on his head then. I never even like thought of this. That's crazy. Overexposed, the lighting. I would have had it down more so the whole Raiders, you know, word name would have been there. And also I wouldn't have had her standing straight. I would have had her at an angle to give her some depth rather than being flat. The background, it's clean. Also, if you look like at the bottom part, like where her legs are, you could see the shadow. It's just not flattering. It's double diffuse. You don't even diffuse what? It's only 200 watts and it's very overcast. You shot at the wrong time of day. That's so harsh. If you would have just had her legs shifted, it would have completely changed the lighting. Not a fan of this kind of stuff at all. I mean, it's art, but yeah, it's just, to me, it's not good. I really like the shot. I like the color, the steampunk vibe, the pose. Her arm is way too far down if it was up here instead of it being down. But that's like the only issue I see. I like the way her head's kind of turned, like looking sassy. Yeah, overall, it's a decent shot. All right, so this is a really good, I haven't even seen this yet until now. This is a really, really properly balanced, properly lit studio portraiture shot right here. Like, really. And with 90, and with the macro, the 90 macro 2.8, really good. The only issue that I see with this shot, there's two issues, but one, you see like the little lint and stuff down here, could have just cloned that out quickly. Same with the background, you could have cleaned it up. Oh yeah, also, yeah, the black, like, but other than that, just the color in general, there's just not enough contrast. I would have added more contrast. I would have blackened these blacks a little more. And I would have definitely maybe changed the hue of this green. And I would have made her face really pop. But it's a very good shot. Very, very good. Very good shot. But yeah, she was attractive too. But this girl's attractive. But see all the lint? And then like the harsh rosy spot right here and up here. Also her chin's a little bit pointed out. I would have pointed down just a hair. And then also I would have cut off some of these baby hairs up here on the top of her head. And the background's a little bit too overexposed. But it's cool. It's alright. No, this does not work. Not at all. Terrible. Underexposed background. And then for the bride and groom, he's not in focus. Also, you see all this chromatic aberration. for a haunted shot, the lighting works for this. A little bit too dark down here. I'm not a fan of like that abstract kind of like haunted theme. I don't like how the dress is cut, period. I don't like that. Also, the horse needs a little bit more butt room. And then his arm, like, what is he grabbing onto? Like, you know, hotels tonight, right? Don't be like grabbing there yet. I'm just joking. Also, I would have turned the car. I don't like the car being completely straight. I would have had it at an angle, period. You know, for using shadows, this isn't my style, but it's kind of, it's artistic. I would have changed the angle up. I wouldn't have shot like that. What am I looking at? Captured an historic wet plate. Okay, it's interesting. Overexposed. That almost worked. Looks like she's trying to squat and, you know, relieve herself of something. It's just not a... Her feet shouldn't be right on that top part. It should be down. He should have took a step back. It's at a Dutch angle. She looks like she's about to fall. The skin's on point. There's just too many flaws with that one. This one has so many issues. Mainly this truck here and this friggin' caution cone. But I would have punched in a little closer. 8200 main light. Yeah, it's not lit enough. I'm not even gonna rate that one. It's a snapshot. Color balance is off. It's too cold. And then the white balance is off because like the white is like tinge of blue, and then like just doesn't look too comfortable. It looks forced. Too dark. Sharp. 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 Nothing wrong with them other than the fact that I don't like this style. But the shots are... It's too blue, if that... Like... It looks very striking, but at the same time, it just looks too blue. I'd warm it up, even though it's that blue, I would still warm it. I'm gonna rate that one. I would have cleaned up her skin. Like, she kind of looks... Like, she looks masculine, kinda. It's just because of the lighting, it's too harsh. Like, it doesn't help. It doesn't help, like, the feminine side. She doesn't really look like that. It's just the way the light. It's an interesting concept, though. I don't like her arms being cut. A little bit more headroom. Just, it's a snapshot. See, I'm being really polite here. What I will say about this shot is it's cool, like the color, the negative color. And I'm gonna close my eyes, scroll, and then stop, and then that's the last one. Okay, that doesn't count because I already did these ones. I'm in between. I wanted to, it's like which one, up or down? Alright, both of these. See, this is kind of biased, but imagine two guys doing this. You see what I mean? And then it's her arms, like, it's, yeah, not good. Maybe I should have just did this one. I like that. I like this shot. Just don't like the sky. And one more. That's it, one more. Do this all freaking night. A little forced. I've done poses like this with the hand right on the leg in front, and then, but it's like her arm's in the wrong. Like, it should have been this way, not this way. And yeah, just the bunny ears for what? Well, that's it for me, guys. May the Lord Jesus Christ bless you. Have a fantastic day. See you in the next one. Don't kill me in the comment section. Also, now what you can do a video response to this video. Go crazy. See, I feel off of negativity. I know that sounds bad and sounds weird, but I'll rephrase it. I feel off of criticism, harsh criticism. Tear into my stuff so I could see the error of my own ways so I can grow. Period. Peace.